with Call Her Daddy.
Okay. Zane, welcome to Call Her Daddy.
Hey.
I'm so happy that you're here. We have to preface this with my fans are watching this like, where the fuck are you guys? We are in my childhood home, Daddy Gang, okay? Zane and I are in my living room that I grew up in. Zane got here and has had to look at all the embarrassing childhood photos of me. Thank you so much for coming. I've never done an
photos just for the record.
What did you say?
I didn't see any embarrassing photos. I think you hid them all.
Actually, there's a couple. You'll see them on your way out, and then you'll never look at me the same. I have never done a podcast in my childhood home. So this feels like a little sentimental. Also, you never really do interviews.
I don't.
When is the last time you did something like this?
I think I did an interview like 6 years ago. Was the last time I did one. Like,
so we're kind of like popping the cherry back off.
I think so, yeah.
You're getting
something
back.
like that.
So you're living in Pennsylvania, and I obviously grew up here. I loved it growing up. It's very family-oriented, very suburban.
Yeah.
But I'm curious to know, like, of all the trendy spots that you could have picked, why Pennsylvania?
Yeah, it's interesting. A lot of people ask me that, like, they always think it's super random that I live out here. I ended up coming out here with my ex a bit, like, and I fell in love with it. Like, it was just super, like, calm and chill, like you said, suburban. And I just wanted to, like, take a break from, like, the busy city, because, like, I was living in New York for 3 years at the time. And it just got a bit overwhelming, you know, like, going out of your door to like just craziness all the time. So I just wanted a bit more like of a surrounding that like I'm used to, like where I grew up in Bradford, like in the UK. It's a lot more this kind of pace and vibe. So I feel like I just fit in better around here than I do in the trendy spots as it were. you know?
You give trendy vibes, but I think I totally relate to that of like sometimes when you get
I'll take that.
Yeah.
I give trendy vibes.
You give trendy vibes. Like, look at your outfit. It's like pretty swaggy. But what I find interesting is I love that you said like you would be in New York City, and I'm assuming you would be going out and there's paparazzi everywhere taking photos of you. Pennsylvania, there ain't no paparazzi.
No, yeah, that's a great thing.
Are they finding you or no?
No, there's none out here. I think there's like laws and stuff. They're not allowed to even take photos in certain places. And
oh,
stuff
that's
too.
amazing.
So, yeah, it's cool.
Okay, the most important question, have you gone to Wawa yet?
I have. Wawa's a nighttime lifesaver out here.
I was like, how am I going to get along with Zane if he hasn't like had a love for Wawa yet?
No,
so you love
Wawa.
it.
Yeah, like late night studio sessions. There's nothing else open. You have to go to Wawa, get the meatball sub.
Okay, so I feel like, again, you're kind of this mysterious guy, Zane. We don't really know too much about you. You're kind of under the radar. So can you take me through a typical day in the life of Zane in Pennsylvania? Like, what are we doing? Make us feel like we're a part of your life.
A typical day for me is, it kind of varies. Depends, you know, like what kind of mood I wake up in. But I take it pretty easy. Like I just... either now, because obviously I've got my daughter, like 50% of the time it's a balance between the two things. But when I'm by myself, a typical day is I'll probably wake up around like midday, have a shower, eat some food, and then like figure out if I'm going to go to the studio and do some writing, because I've been in like writing mode for a long time, just like working on my records and stuff. So just getting into the studio pretty much, and then I'll be there like all day until I got to sleep.
Then you're going to Wawa.
And then I go to Wawa,
Yeah,
yeah,
of course,
that's it,
of
yeah.
course.
And stop off for a sandwich.
Are you someone that likes to be alone?
I like my own space. I like to collect my thoughts in like a more quiet environment. I feel like when there's a lot of people around, it kind of like just gets a bit hectic for me. Yeah, I like to chill by myself from time to time, but I don't mind hanging out with people now, like on occasion, you know what I'm saying? Like it has to be the right kind of environment, and I have to like want to be there, you know?
No, I get that. I feel like that's also growing up. Like I was recently talking to some of my audience. I was meeting them in person, and we're like, it's kind of weird when you just start to grow up, you just get more specific with who you want to spend your time with. I think that's a healthy thing. You obviously love music, but can you share with us, like, what are some of your other hobbies? What are you passionate about? What's other than music?
like my main passion, I think, outside of music is art. I love to paint and I love to draw. I do a bit of cooking.
Okay, tell me one of your dishes. Come on, I can't cook for shit.
I can
so.
cook a lot of different things, but I like to cook meat, like specifically. Like I have a smoker outside, and I like to smoke like lamb, and I cook I'll do like grilled vegetables with it and stuff.
Oh,
but, yeah.
Is this like new, or were you always good at cooking?
I wasn't always good at cooking, unfortunately for me. No, my mum kind of spoilt me as a kid. So when I was living by myself, like at 17, there was some botch jobs done for some meals. Yeah, it wasn't great. Some disgusting stuff was going down for
like
sure.
Mac and cheese.
Yeah, horrible.
Noodles.
Yeah, just sandwiches, out of like crisps.
That's kind of nice to be able to know, like, you can cook, you're over there painting, you can sing. Okay, no big deal. Don't keep bragging over there. Wow, making us all look bad. Do you have animals?
I do, yeah. I've got a lot of animals. I have 3 cats, 3 dogs.
Oh, do they get along?
They're kind of like in different places. I have some dogs at one part of my house and the cats in the other. We have 3 turtles, 6 chickens.
Do you name them all?
No, I haven't. Not this time. I got too attached last time, and it made me really sad.
Did the chickens die?
Yeah.
Oh God.
I took my chicken to the vet, to get a scan because something was wrong with her, and the vet laughed at me and said people don't bring chickens here. And then they still charged me for an X-ray, and then I took my chicken all the way home and cried, and she died in my arms. Yeah.
Wait, Zane, I'm like not laughing because it's funny.
It is kind of funny, but not because the chicken died, but it's just funny seeing me take a chicken to the vet.
And when you say you're holding your chicken, like, are you holding your chicken like this?
Yeah, fully on my lap, yeah. She died on my lap.
So you weren't crazy for going to the vet?
No, yeah, she had something wrong with her. We tried to rescue them. They were going to be slaughtered, I think, and they had all kinds of things wrong with them, yeah. But I've got new chickens now, and they're all healthy and stuff, but I didn't name them for that reason.
Okay, and what are the names of the cats?
Salem, Dobby, and Vito.
Dobby, is that from Harry Potter?
It's from Harry Potter. He's a sphinx. He's a pink sphinx, yeah. So he looks a little bit like Dobby.
Dobby!
Yeah.
Harry! That's so good. You're a Harry Potter fan.
I'm a big Harry Potter fan.
Zane, I didn't know that about you. I wouldn't have pegged you as like a Harry Potter guy.
Yeah.
This is like really good vibes.
It was my thing as a kid, yeah.
That's really good. Okay, and what are the dogs' names?
Zion, Zeus, and Thumper.
Thumper?
With an F, yeah.
Thumper?
Thumper. Like Thumper, but with an F.
How did you come up with that?
Bambi. Thumper, the rabbit.
But you wanted an F.
Yeah, Thumper thought sounded better.
Yeah.
It's better in my accent, Thumper. You know?
It does sound pretty good.